We got a self-driving Uber car that doesn't drive so well. That car ain't right. The car industry is about to be totally revamped because there's new technology, which is self-driving cars. And we've been hearing about this for a while, and it's here. Or is it? Maybe not. Maybe not so much. Self-driving Uber car kills Arizona pedestrian. Yeah, that'll make your plans change. Yeah, just a little bit. All right. Arizona already allows self-driving cars to operate without a driver behind the wheel. Since late last year, Waymo, the self-driving car unit from Google's parent company, Alphabet, has been using cars without a human in the driver's seat to pick up and drop off passengers. The state has largely taken an accommodating approach, promising that it would help keep the driverless car industry free from regulation. As a result, technology companies have flocked to Arizona to test their self-driving vehicles. So once you open the door and say, hey, we're friendly to the self-driving car industry, we'd like to be the welcome. We like to open the welcome mat. We got the welcome mat out. We got the red carpet out. We're going to have a parade for all of the self-driving companies trying to use this technology to come here. Come hither. We will be the Silicon Valley of driverless cars. And I understand it as a play for revenue for the state. Obviously, this was about, give a damn about the car. It's about money, which most decisions are based on in this country. But autonomous cars are expected to ultimately be safer than human drivers because they don't get distracted and they always obey traffic laws. That's right. They don't get distracted and they always obey traffic laws. This is a great thing. But. Researchers working on the technology have struggled with how to teach the autonomous system to adjust for unpredictable human behavior, such as a person that doesn't pay attention and a person who jaywalks or a person who cuts you off or whatever happens. See, you know that feeling you get when you're driving and you just get that, I don't know what it is. You get a premonition that the car next to you is doing something stupid. You can just feel the stupidity, the bad action, there's something that they're doing. Maybe they're weaving a little. You can sense it. Now, you can put a sensor in the car, but you can't put that sense of dread. Because you know what I'm talking about, right? Something ain't right about this guy. You know that feeling you get? Something ain't right. Robots or artificial intelligence does not get that feeling because artificial intelligence has no feelings. Yeah, that's how that works. An Uber self-driving car was involved in another crash a year ago in Tempe. In that collision, or is it Tempe? I never know. It's in Arizona. All right. So in that collision, one of the Uber's Volvo XC90 sport utility vehicles was hit when the driver of another car failed to yield, causing the Uber vehicle to roll over onto its side. The car was in self-driving mode with a safety driver behind the wheel, but police said the autonomous vehicle had not been at fault. So we had a car accident. We had a driverless car accident in self-driving mode, though we had a driver there present in the seat. And they found out that it wasn't the driver's fault, or it wasn't the car's fault. It was the person, the human being in another car that did the wrong thing. And trying to avoid an accident, the Uber vehicle crashed and it said, I'm going to sacrifice myself. I'm going to sacrifice myself. Which makes these driverless cars pretty great. Pretty great. Because humans rarely sacrifice themselves. I'm having problems here. You get what I'm going to. Okay. In 2016, a man driving a Tesla using autopilot, the car company's self-driving software, died on a state highway in Florida when it crashed into a tractor trailer that was crossing the road in front of his car. Federal regulators later ruled there were no defects in the system that caused the accident. That's strike two. It's 2 strikes. And once again, they decided, hey, you know what? It was not the software's fault. Software didn't make this happen. It was a tractor trailer crossing the road in front of his car. That's right. The National Transportation Safety Board was sending an email, a small team of investigators to Arizona to gather information about the Uber crash. Now, by and large, I agree. I think they probably, no, not probably. I'm positive that software-driven cars are better and safer than people-driven cars. Software don't get drunk. No, software does not get drunk. It needs updates, but it does not get drunk. It's not going to have too many shots of tequila, one too many hurricanes, and try to run to the store. Nope, it's not going to do that. So, by and large, I say driverless cars are probably safer. Driverless cars will not get upset, mad at their husband or their boyfriend, and try to run over people. Run over people and drive by his place of business and call him a mofo through the windows of his place of business while his friends look at him and his supervisor writes him up and subsequently terminating him for some chalked up offense that had nothing to do with it, but you knew it had to do with her driving by your business that many times, throwing your underwear and belongings into the office building by yelling profanities. But no, that's not, which has never happened to me ever. But what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of upsides to driverless cars. A lot of upsides, guys. Downsides is no premonition. No premonition. I think they're going to find that the problem with this was something that was caused by the woman. Rest her soul. Rest her beautiful soul, whoever she is. There's no information about the woman that was actually run down or killed. And they're being very specific in the language they use as well. I don't know how she was hit. I don't know what time of day it was. I just know that there's a woman who's deceased. So I'll track that story. I'll give you an update on it. This is big. This is big for the industry. The driverless car industry. This is very big. So we will keep up on that. As you know, anyone who didn't vote for Hillary Clinton is a Russian bot. Get them back by picking up this t-shirt. I'm a Russian bot. You can find a link in the description box below. Do it.